guys, it's Devin. So today I am going to do my September hits and misses, and I actually only have 2 misses this month, which is a good thing. So I'm going to start with those, and the first one is the Garnier Fructis Pure Clean Styling Gel, the 24-hour clean hold, extra strong, yada yada yada. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it says 0 flaking, 0 residue. That's the biggest lie of the century, okay? So I used this stuff in my hair. I use it every once in a while. I like to use gel every once in a while just to like tame the flyaways. If I'm keeping my hair curly and you know it's dry, I just put a little bit of gel through there and it tames, you know, most of the flyaways. So I had used this probably I'd used this 3 days ago, 3 or 4 days ago, and I'd only used it once. I had not used an excessive amount of it, just as much as I normally do with any of my other gel, and I took a shower a couple days later. I mean, I took a shower obviously before that, but I washed my hair a couple days later, and when I got out of the shower and was brushing my hair, there was so much like flaking white stuff all in my hair. I was like, what is this? I was totally freaking out. I thought it was my scalp, which thankfully has not peeled at all since I got my hair done, thanks to that Redken All Soft conditioner. Love it. But anyway, I thought it was my scalp, and I was like, why is it peeling now? You know, like almost 3 weeks later, why is it peeling? But as I looked through my hair more and more, I mean, it was just everywhere. And I thought back to what I had used that I had never used on my hair before, and it was this. This stuff leaves the worst freaking residue, the worst flakiness. It was unbelievable. I had to blow dry my hair. I never blow dry my hair. I was really pissed about that. I had to blow dry my hair and flat iron it just to get all of the stuff out of my hair. And I washed my hair with Redken shampoo. So it's not like I used some kind of crappy shampoo that isn't going to get the stuff out of your hair. I mean, I used my Redken Color Extend. So this was just unexcusable. Absolutely unexcusable. I was trying to throw it in the trash, and my mom was like, no, give it to me, I'll use it. So if she wants to have flakiness, she can go for it, but that stuff is not acceptable. The only other thing that I didn't really like this month was the e.l.f. waterproof eyeliner pen, and I really tried to like this. I really tried to give it another shot because it is only $1, but it just, I don't know, guys. I mean, I don't know if you can even see this, but do you see how on the end right there of the pencil it's got like a piece that's coming off? It just gets so dry so quick, and I mean, it still applies product, but you really have to work with it, and you really have to tug, and I don't know, it's just, even though it's $1, it's not really worth the effort for me to do that. I mean, I would rather buy a more expensive one, personally, that just glides right on, that I don't have to worry about, you know, is it even going to be working when I open it up today? Is it going to be completely dried out? Like, you know, what's going on? I know it's only $1, and I know that, you know, some of you can only afford that, and if that's all you can afford, that's great. I mean, it'll work. If you work with it, it'll work. But I just really could not get into this. I really, really tried. So those are my only 2 misses this month. Sticking with e.l.f. and moving on to my hits, the e.l.f. blush. Oh my gosh, this one is in Fuchsia Fusion. I am loving this. It is a really pretty, bright pink. The only complaint I have with this is it's kind of powdery, but I can work with that. It gives just this gorgeous glow. It's got some sparkle in it. It just gives this gorgeous glow to your skin. I love it. I did not like my Orgasm blush from NARS at all. I just didn't like the color. I think this is a little bit pinker than the Orgasm. Obviously, I don't know. I don't know, I just really like it. Like I said, I'm going to get like every single one of these, I think. And I heard that the e.l.f. cream blushes are really good. Like I was watching Sam's video yesterday, and she said she actually prefers the cream blushes over the powder blushes. So I think I might check out one of their cream blushes too, because if they're just as good, it just got really cloudy. So if my lighting changed, I apologize. If they're just as good as these, then I think I'm going to like them too. So, sticking with the blushes, I am loving my Fox in a Box from Hard Candy in Smooth Talker. This is like supposed to be, I guess, the dupe for Sugar Bomb from Benefit. I love these blushes. I've got two. I've got this one, which I've been using the most, which is why I brought it out here, and then I've got Skinny Dipping as well. And I got them both from a swap on Makeup Alley, and because I have never tried these. I've heard about these, but I've never tried them, because when I go to my Walmart, I literally go like once a month. The only reason I even go is because my guinea pig needs bedding and food and hay, and it's cheaper there than it is anywhere else. So I literally like go in with a list. I send my mom in one direction, I go in another direction, and we are in and out in like 15 minutes. I freaking hate Walmart. I always inevitably run into somebody I do not want to see there. I despise it. I avoid it like the plague. But now I think I might have to check out the makeup section next time I go, which means my 15-minute trip to Walmart will now turn into probably a 45-minute trip to Walmart once a month. But anyway, if you guys are not like me and don't avoid Walmart like the plague, these are a must-have. You have got to try these. These are very comparable, if not, I mean, these are just as good as the Benefit box and blushes. It's early. Anyway, the Benefit box blushes. These are just as good. They stay on. I put this one on the other day. At the same time I put on another product I'm going to talk about as my favorite. I put this one on, and literally 12 hours later, guys, it was still on. No touch-ups, no nothing. It was still on. And I think, I asked April, and I think these run like $7, right around there, give or take $1. So, I mean, you really can't beat that. Wow, it is getting really cloudy. Anyway, so another thing that I got from that same swap with Makeup Alley is the Makeup Forever Aqua Cream in number 17. Okay, I kind of am regretting getting this, because now I'm addicted. I want every single one of these Makeup Forever cream shadows. I love these. Guys, seriously, love these, okay? I have got probably the oiliest eyelids of anybody I know, and I like cream eyeshadows. You know, I use them. I like them. I've got a couple of the Benefit ones. They last about 6 hours before they start creasing. My Urban Decay cream shadows, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, last about 6 hours on me before they start creasing, and that's always with the primer underneath of it. This little baby right here, the most expensive one, of course, lasted 12 hours. And then I washed it off. So I don't really even know how long it would have lasted, but I put this on the same day that I put on the Fox in a Box at like 9:30 in the morning. I went to wash my face and wash everything off at around 10ish that night, and it still had not creased. And all I did was put the same primer on underneath of it that I always use. And it wasn't even my favorite primer. It was like my crappy primer, the one I don't like, the one from Tarte that I don't like. I don't think it does that good of a job for me. It was not even my best primer. So I was like, literally, it's fantastic. If you haven't tried one of these, I can't say enough good stuff about it. I could talk about it all day. This color is like the kind of purple rusty color. Gorgeous. Love it. Can't say enough about it. Sticking with the cream shadows, I bought a crap ton of these Urban Decay cream shadows in a tube. Sorry. And I really like them. But here's the thing. These lighter colored ones, like Moonshine, Midnight Rodeo, Whipped, the lighter colored ones are fantastic. I love them because you can just put them on, you can, you know, dab them around a little bit, you've got your freaking eyeshadow on for the day, you're good to go. You really don't have to work with it much. These darker ones, like Radium, Delinquent, which is the purple one, the green one I have that's darker, these I still like, I still wear, but I don't feel like these can be worn alone. These definitely have to be layered. They have to be used basically as a base, which is basically just an extra step for me that I don't much care to do. To be perfectly honest, I want to do my primer, my shadow, and be done with it. But with these darker ones, I find that they get patchy. You can't just blend it out and go because it gets patchy. I mean, it's going to be patchy. You have to put a shadow over top of it. Like I said, I still use them, but and I still really like them. They still, you know, they stay for the 6 hours. They actually stay for a little bit longer because I put the shadow over them. But if you're looking for something that's quick and easy that you can just slap on and run with, like I've been doing the majority of the month, I would go for the lighter colors. And they're still on there. They're like $3. You really can't beat it. And this is 0.20 ounces, and this is 0.21 ounces. So you're basically getting... See, I can't talk this morning. You're basically getting the same amount of product. This one's 3. This one is like 20 something. But I would still definitely go with the lighter colors on this. I don't really recommend the darker colors unless you like using stuff as a base. And then, by all means, go for it all. Another thing from the Urban Decay sale. I'm kind of iffy on this one. I don't really know. I don't know. I just don't know. It's the loose pigments, and this one is in Gunmetal. This one happens to be the one I have on today. These are so stinking messy. Like, they come out and they have the brush, but you can't just apply them directly from your eye to the, you know, from the brush to your eye. You have to put it, like I put it on the back of my hand, and then I take my crease brush, whatever I'm going to use to apply it with or whatever, and I roll it around in the product that I've put on the back of my hand, and then I apply it to my eye. Still get a little bit of fallout from that, but this, I mean, it's really, really nice. It's, you know, it stays on. Once you put it on, it blends really nicely. It looks really good. It's just, you have to put forth quite a bit of effort with it. I've said that with quite a few products, but as you guys can tell, I'm not much on putting forth quite a bit of effort, but I will sometimes for the sake of beauty, which I do with a couple of these Urban Decay products. So if you're willing to put forth the extra time, or you've got the extra, I'd say it probably takes about an extra 3 or 4 minutes. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. So if you've got that, these are great. And these were only $1. I think last time I checked, they only had like 2 different colors left on their site. So you might want to grab that if they've even still got them. The next thing, last makeup product I'm going to talk about is the Jessie's Girl In the Mood lipstick. And this, I just happen to have Sublime sitting here. But these are the ones that I showed you guys that I got that were like crazy colors, but actually didn't come off that color at all. I've got this one, which is like yellow, but comes off pink. And then I've got the one that looks green and the one that looks blue. But they all come off different colors. These lipsticks, I don't know about any of the other Jessie's Girl lipsticks, but I'm totally going to try them out now, are so soft and so moisturizing. Absolutely no need for a lip gloss over top of them. They are really kind of fantastic. So if you have a Rite Aid, I would suggest trying these out. Okay, skincare. I have one product, and it is my Strivectin SD Eye Concentrate for Wrinkles. I got this in a kit. This is the best eye cream I've ever used. I'm going to repurchase this eye cream. That's how good it is. And I never repurchase eye creams because I could never really tell a difference. And I thought, well, I don't really need to tell a difference. I don't have that much going on under my eye that I really need to tell, you know, I really need a lot of product with. It's amazing the difference I can tell with this stuff. Seriously. Like, I didn't realize how dry my eyes were underneath and how much work I really did need under my eyes until I started using this stuff. And then, like, now I'm getting so low that I'm trying to use other stuff, and after a couple of days of using the other stuff, my eyes are starting to look yucky underneath, so I have to go back to this. So I have got to, like, buy this ASAP. I don't know. This is just fantastic. I think it's like $20-something for the tube. It will last you a long time. It lasted me, gosh, like 3 months almost, because you just need the littlest amount, and I only use it at night. I don't use it during the day, and it is so nice and rich and thick. It's fantastic. I can't say enough about it. So I highly recommend that. On to my 2 random favorites. One of them is my Smart Water, which I'm going to take a drink of right now. I feel like I have something in the back of my throat. Like, everybody has been sick. I don't know what the deal is. I'm not sick. I refuse to get sick. Anyway, Smart Water. Now, I know that there's those of you out there that say water is water is water. That is so not the case. Or that it's not environmentally friendly. I recycle. You know, I do my best. I recycle the bottles. It's about all I can say. I buy them in the 1-liter bottles. You can get 12 of them at Sam's Club for $10 or something, which is what I do. I go through probably like 8 packs a month because I drink at least 2, if not 3 of those a day. They taste so good. And what I was doing is I was buying the other bottled waters, and I was having to buy my Crystal Lights to put in them. And then I bought a filter, and I was still having to buy the Crystal Lights to put in them because I just can't stand the taste of water. It's freaking disgusting. So I was having to spend all this extra money on Crystal Lights because I drink a lot of water. So basically, even if I was using the filter, it's still cheaper for me to use these because I don't have to buy the Crystal Lights every month. And I was spending just as much on the Crystal Lights as I do on the Smart Waters, not to mention the cost of replacing the filter every 3 months. So it actually turns out to be cheaper for me. But if you have never tried a Smart Water and you think that I'm crazy, the only thing I can tell you is buy a Smart Water, buy any other kind of water that you want to buy, Dasani, Evian, Aquafina, you know, Deer Park, whatever kind of bottled water you want to buy. Drink the Smart Water, drink this one, and go back and forth, and you can tell a difference in the taste. I'm not crazy. There really is a huge difference in the taste of the Smart Water. I believe it's because it's like, I don't know. It just says, is it just us, or do clouds get a bad rap? While we admit they're not as great to have around on a beach day as, say, the sun, clouds are unsung heroes because they contain nature's purest source of water. Meanwhile, spring water comes from the ground and contains random stuff and whatever else the animals that swim in it leave behind. That's why we copied our white puffy friends by creating Smart Water. It's vapor distilled, so it is in its purest original state. But we don't stop there. We one-up the clouds by adding electrolytes. It's a difference you can taste, unless of course you have no taste buds, then you're on your own. So basically it's vapor distilled with added electrolytes, which if you drink a crap ton of water like I do, you kind of need to add some electrolytes in, because I've drunk a lot of water in the past and kind of felt off at the end of the day. And my doctor told me it was because I wasn't adding enough electrolytes to my body. If your electrolyte balance gets thrown off in your body, it really, really affects you. If any of you have gone through that, then you know. So basically, that's what it does that makes it taste so much better, is the vapor distilled and adds electrolytes. But seriously, guys, all I can say is try it. Just try it and compare it, and you will be able to tell a difference. It really is the best water in the world. Last but not least, Oikos. I want to jump up and down and scream, okay? So I saw this commercial, I'm sure everybody's seen it, about John Stamos coming up saying, Oikos, the best yogurt in the world. Best Greek yogurt in the world. I hate yogurt. I hate Greek yogurt even more. I have to force myself to eat it, but not anymore. This stuff is expensive. I don't know if it goes on sale. I will be keeping an eye out from now on. But the Oikos fruit on the bottom, Greek non-fat yogurt, this one happens to be in peach. This is my breakfast when I'm down here, is the best freaking yogurt I have ever eaten in my life. I could rave about it all day, but seriously, if you're not a yogurt lover and you've basically given up on yogurt or you've given up on Greek yogurt, try it. That's all I can say. Try it and you will get excited about yogurt again. So yeah. Fantastic. So those are my favorites and my two measly little misses, but that's a good thing. Don't want a lot of misses, really. I mean, that's kind of a waste of money. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm off to Ulta because today is the grand opening of my Ulta. We are moving up in the world, guys. We finally got an Ulta. Yay! So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.